Nayib Bukele, the young and charismatic president of El Salvador, secured a landslide victory in the February 2024 election, guaranteeing himself another 5 years in office. Bukele's win was remarkable, with over 80% of Salvadorans casting their votes in his favor. This resounding victory cemented his image as a popular leader who enjoys significant support from the people. However, the election was not without its controversies, and international observers raised concerns about the fairness of the process. The Organization of American States pointed to irregularities, including unequal campaign financing and limited media access for opposition parties. These issues raised questions about the state of democracy in El Salvador under Bukele's rule. Despite the controversies, Bukele's supporters argue that his re-election reflects the will of the people. They point to his successful policies, particularly in tackling gang violence, as evidence of his effective leadership. Bukele's critics, however, argue that his victory came at the expense of democratic institutions and principles. They express concern that his government's actions, including the ongoing state of emergency, are eroding the rule of law and fundamental freedoms in the country. The debate surrounding Bukele's re-election highlights the complex political landscape in El Salvador. While his supporters praise him for bringing about positive changes, his critics fear that his methods are undermining democratic values. The international community continues to watch closely, eager to see how the situation unfolds in the years to come. The future of El Salvador, it seems, hangs in the balance, caught between the promise of progress and the shadow of authoritarianism. One of the most contentious aspects of Bukele's presidency has been his government's approach to tackling crime, particularly gang violence. In March 2022, following a wave of homicides, Bukele declared a state of emergency, suspending several constitutional rights. This move was met with both praise and condemnation. Supporters lauded the president for taking decisive action against criminal groups that had long terrorized the population. They pointed to a significant drop in homicide rates as evidence of the policy's success. However, human rights groups have raised serious concerns about the human cost of this approach. The state of emergency, extended multiple times, has led to mass arrests, with over 81,000 people detained, including children. There have been widespread allegations of arbitrary detention, enforced disappearances, torture, and due process violations. Critics argue that the government's heavy-handed tactics have created a climate of fear and impunity, disproportionately impacting marginalized communities. The situation has drawn international attention, with organizations like Human Rights Watch documenting numerous abuses. The United Nations has called on the Salvadoran government to uphold its human rights obligations and ensure due process for all detainees. While acknowledging the need to address gang violence, international observers stress that security measures should not come at the expense of fundamental freedoms. The debate over El Salvador's state of emergency highlights the complex challenges of balancing security and human rights. While the government's actions have undoubtedly had an impact on crime rates, the long-term consequences for democracy and the rule of law remain to be seen.